This is a very future-focused space, and it's a privilege to be able to take the role that I have here at the school and encourage women to come into the tech for storytelling and communication space and get messy with it. That's what we do. We go in, we try, we fail, and hopefully in the end we can innovate together. And it's really great to see women coming in and realising that they have everything that we need to make these projects a success.
One of the joys of running these programs through the school is interacting with other organisations to make sure that they do have programs set up to support and encourage diversity and equality in their organisations.
Young women are more apprehensive about entering a traditionally male-dominated industry. So through my role, I feel a responsibility to give them the confidence in the early stages to show them that the industry is changing and that they do belong.
One of the things I'm focusing on is to ensure we've got gender parity in terms of the tutors that we use in the open program. I think it's really important to have role models for young women, that their lecturers are really fabulous, experienced filmmakers so that they can aspire to those roles.
When working on our marketing campaigns, I ensure that women are equally represented. The reason that's important is we want to show women that there is a place for them here at AFTRS.
I press for progress by integrating considerations of gender into the Screen Studies curriculum. It's important to show a range of perspectives in the materials that we screen, and I think that moving forwards we can look forward to a lot more exciting and engaging films and shows and content more generally by female producers.
Just being aware of those kinds of feelings, those kinds of journeys that you sometimes have to go through, that kind of extra little conscious kind of awareness of having to do a little bit of extra to prove yourself. I think it's really important to be aware of that. I think it's really important to talk about it and to share those stories with other women in your workplace.
So the way I push for progress is during our TV plotting sessions in class. If someone says a negative comment or blocks you, you're allowed to issue them with a red card. Now, it's always the blokes who end up with the red cards, and the person with the most red cards has to bring donuts. Isn't it amazing that just such a little prop like this can change the classroom environment? That's how I push for progress.
In my role here, leading up the radio department at AFTRS, I'm constantly working with our female students to ensure that they understand that they are equals and they must have the confidence to walk into their first role in industry as an equal and to be able to be resilient enough to cope with that little bit of negativity that still exists in industry and to be able to press forward for change. They are tomorrow's leaders.
Part of my role is around recruitment and retention of staff. So we're really proud that we've got 55% females in the workforce, but actually even prouder that we've got 59% of women in leadership positions here at AFTRS.
Doing standby props on set, I was often the only female on set, except for makeup. Now there has been a change and there's more and more women in key roles on set, and that's been really lovely to see, and there's a great camaraderie that happens there.
I lead a male-dominated area, especially on the production side. It tends to be a male-dominated field, so I press for progress by leading that, but also we encourage more women to work in our area and supporting them through just casual work and opportunities there. On the other side too, I've got a very female-dominated library, and it's great that we've just hired a man in that space as well. So trying to work out the diversity issues across the board for men and women. It's just about equality, really.
On film sets, it's all about time and money and equipment, but I think as a school there's an opportunity to really explore what it means when it's the bodies in the space that are important. So not just the actors, but the filmmakers as well.
We have quite a number of real subject matter experts that deliver across all of the different disciplines, and a lot of those subject matter experts are women. They're really powerful women who have had a huge amount of industry experience, and what they bring to their classrooms is really quite amazing. So my role is in supporting the teaching staff, which in turn then supports the students and really helps them to tell all of their diverse stories.
My hope is that when other students see me deliver a lecture or tutorial in camera, they can look to me and think, oh, I can do this too, I can be a cinematographer, and not have that sense of self-doubt that they might have had before. and I think that's a really rewarding experience for me.
I very much come at it from a personal level, and for me it's important to be a role model, embrace the diverse culture that we have here at the school. There are so many rewards to that.
We're working with a well-known graduate on her mentoring an emerging female director, so that will be really interesting in terms of, you know, really pairing that master with a new talent. And so I think it's really important to be looking after the new women that are coming through and hearing those stories. So it's that evolution, I think that's really important as well.
It's good to see that our cohorts are very even now as well, and you can see it through all the creative works. They're doing fantastic work, and I think it comes out because of that diverse voice.
So a large part of what I do is trying to find opportunities for students once they've left the school. I'm trying to get them into work, into industry, you know, into festival circuits, and I think that sometimes women are a bit apprehensive about putting themselves forward for those types of things. When you see someone getting into a film festival for the first time, having the world premiere of their film, it's such an exciting moment for them, and all that hard work that they've put in has, you know, finally paid off.
The old guard is dying, and this new rise of amazing women and fantastic guys that all can work together, I think that's going to happen soon.
You know, we talk a lot about being empowered and doing wonderful things as a community of women, but absolute bedrock of that is that it depends on men who understand that when gender parity is at the core of what we do, everyone benefits.